In this video, I wanted to go over my plan for the rest of 2024 and going into 2025 of how I'm planning to master these 6 or 7 skills. I'll go over why I think each skill is important to even learn and master. Plus, I think a lot of you guys are probably in the same position where you know a lot about building or are pretty good at building products, but are not that great at marketing or even knowing how to get customers. So I wanted to share my thought process and what I'm doing to get better at marketing. Hopefully this perspective can help you in deciding how you want to learn or master marketing. So with that being said, let's get started. So I have this private document outlining what I wanted to do this year, going hardcore and nitty gritty on the skills I wanted to learn to get better at marketing. I've been programming since 2015 or 2014 throughout college. I studied programming. After college, I got a job as a programmer and started learning marketing 2 or 3 years ago, but not in a structured way. So it was more like I built a project and then I would try to market it, and there was no real structure of learning, like kind of systematically thinking like what I need to learn to become better at marketing. This document is kind of like my way of having more of a structure of being better at marketing or improving my marketing skills. That's the context. A lot of you guys are in the same situation where you want to learn marketing, but you're not sure like how to learn marketing. So hopefully this will give you some idea. These are the 7 skills that I thought were the most critical in mastering marketing. So the first one is cold email, and I'll just go through each one first and then I'll explain my thought process of how I'm planning to master each one. So the 7 are cold email, sales, so doing sales calls, doing closing and all that, Facebook and YouTube ads, storytelling, conversion rate optimization, funnel building, and copywriting. So these are the 7, and I'm planning to improve on all 7 at the same time. And the reason for that is they're all related, and what I learned from one I can apply to another one, which is why I have 7 of them here. The plan is being proficient at all 7 within the next 6 months. And probably there'll be people thinking that it's not possible or it's crazy, but in my experience with learning a lot of other fields like YouTube, copywriting, design, especially with all the new AI stuff right now, it's definitely possible. You won't get to the top 0.01% of that field, but you can reach 90% proficiency within weeks. So yeah, that's my thought process. Let me go over the breakdown of each section. For each, I have the key metric I'm tracking as a representation of mastery in that field. So for cold email, it might be like open rate, reply rate, booking rate, lead conversion, and bounce rate. So like how many times the email bounce. But metrics differ per section. For sales, it might be the sales cycle length from reaching out to closing. For YouTube ads, it might be ROAS, or CPA. It might be the engagement rate of the content. For each section, the metric would be different. This helps zone in on the most important thing of that topic. And then I have a section of what would mastery even look like for this specific skill. So for cold email, it might be being able to write email copy that converts people to either buying something or getting them on a phone call. And then just giving another example, for funnel building, mastery might look like being able to set up a funnel where it turns cold traffic into customers. For copywriting, mastery might look like being able to write really high converting headlines and email copy that can be used across different social media platforms. The sign of mastery would differ per topic. And then the last part is, what are the main actions you take on a daily and weekly basis to get to mastery? So this one's actually interesting because for all of the topics, it follows roughly the same steps. So the first step is just to find something that is already working for that topic. So this is finding successful examples for that thing. So for cold email, it might be finding 20 successful cold email campaigns that are working for other companies. For sales calls, it might be finding other sales calls that have already been working for other companies, right? So for storytelling, it's finding successful storytelling campaigns for other blogs and other social medias. So it's just basically, the first step is just to find successful examples. And then the second step is to use the examples to come up with our own thing. So for cold email, using successful emails to write our own copy. And then this is like really key because what we see is already working. We can use that as a basis for improving the quality of our own actions, if that makes sense. So basically, instead of just trying to figure it out ourselves, what we can do is find out what's working and then use that as a kind of example to have better results, because we already know what's working, so we can just base it off of that, not copying, but just basing off of it. So yeah, basically for other examples, that would be the same. So let's say for funnel building, it might be finding other funnels that are working for other companies and then just like examining and understanding why those funnels are working, and then using that understanding to build funnels ourselves that could work. And then the step after that is feedback. So for feedback, it's getting critical feedback from people that have already done it and they can tell you like exactly why yours isn't working. So even though we have the example and can observe and rationalize why it's working, having a third party master of that field give you critical feedback of what's the actual gap between what you like, the example that you were looking at plus your own thing. Like just having a third person just give you critical feedback is important, because that would give you more information of how you can improve, plus the mentor or coach can tell you like what other examples you can use as examples. Yeah, that's the third step, which is getting feedback. And then the last step is creating a playbook or system. So I think for myself, being able to teach something really clarifies if you understand that topic. Having a playbook you can give to someone else removes you from needing to do everything yourself. Just having it all in playbook not only helps crystallize the knowledge for yourself, but also allows you to create systems for other people to plug and grow your business. Yeah, those are the 4 steps. And essentially for all 7 skills, it follows those 4 steps, which is first, you find successful examples, then you practice, then you get feedback, and then you try to teach it and create systems that you can give to other people that kind of allows them to learn and scale it as well. Let me know if you guys are learning or trying to master any of these skills, and I would love to just share notes or knowledge. Just message me on Twitter, pwing_season, but I will see you guys next time.